Would you survive SSERAFIM Sakura's brutally honest advice? When this K-pop idol turned radio DJ faced a lazy office worker's plea for help, her response was so savage it went viral overnight. Wait until you hear why she told this struggling worker they didn't actually want to change, and how her no-nonsense truth bomb sparked a productivity revolution across Korea. This isn't your typical feel-good celebrity advice. It's a wake-up call that left thousands scrambling to get their lives together. Stick around because Sakura's tough love approach might just be the motivation you didn't know you needed. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into one of the most viral K-pop moments you probably missed. The time SSERAFIM's Sakura transformed from sweet idol to ruthless life coach during a radio show segment. We all know idols usually give polite, diplomatic answers, but Sakura broke the mold with advice so brutally honest it had office workers across Asia questioning their life choices. This story isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's about the psychology of procrastination, why we make excuses, and how sometimes the hardest truths are exactly what we need to hear. Whether you're a student struggling with deadlines, an office worker drowning in unfinished tasks, or just someone who keeps hitting snooze on your goals, Sakura's unexpected wisdom might finally get you moving. Let's break down exactly what happened and why her simple yet savage advice struck such a nerve. The scene was set on an episode of Fearless Kura, Sakura's show where she took on the challenge of being a radio DJ under the guidance of veteran broadcaster Bae Sung-jae. During a segment where she had to read real listener concerns and offer advice, she encountered a message that would change everything. The anonymous office worker poured their heart out about chronic procrastination, constantly delaying work, until late nights, living an unhealthy cycle they couldn't break despite knowing the consequences. They ended with that desperate plea we've all made at some point. I know it's bad, but I can't change. Please help me learn my lesson. Most celebrities would offer gentle encouragement or vague tips about time management, not Sakura. Her response was immediate and unflinching. If it's so tiring, you would have changed it on your own. But you're not changing? Then you're doing that because it works for you. Ouch. The truth hurts, doesn't it? Let's unpack why Sakura's advice hit so hard. She wasn't just being harsh for entertainment. She was pointing out a fundamental truth about human behavior we often ignore. People don't change until the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of changing. That office worker might complain about late nights, but clearly the discomfort of procrastination wasn't bad enough to overcome the temporary comfort of putting things off. Sakura essentially called out what psychologists call secondary gains, in the hidden benefits we get from behaviors that seem problematic. Maybe that worker gets sympathy from colleagues, avoids tougher assignments, or secretly enjoys the adrenaline rush of last-minute work. Until those perceived benefits are outweighed by the costs, no amount of external advice will spark real change. It's brutal but true. If you haven't changed a bad habit, on some level, it's still serving you. The internet exploded after Sakura's blunt assessment. The clip racked up over 50,000 views and 500 comments almost overnight, with people divided between those applauding her honesty and those squirming in self-recognition. Some netizens shared how her words finally motivated them to stop making excuses, with one writing, "I was lying down after work, but now I guess I'll go do the dishes." Others analyzed why her approach worked where gentle encouragement fails. Sometimes we need that sharp wake-up call to realize we're not victims of circumstance, but active participants in our own struggles. What made Sakura's advice particularly impactful was her delivery, not judgmental, just matter of fact. She wasn't shaming the worker. She was holding up a mirror to show them their own power to change if they truly wanted to. This moment reveals something fascinating about Sakura's personality that fans have come to love. After years in the cutthroat J-pop and K-pop industries, she's developed a no-nonsense attitude balanced with genuine care. Notice she didn't just criticize. She offered a clear framework for understanding why we stay stuck. Her advice echoes principles from cognitive behavioral therapy. If your actions don't align with your goals, examine what hidden benefits you're getting from those actions. It's the kind of insight that usually comes from expensive life coaches, not idle radio segments. This might explain why Sakura has become such a relatable figure. She combines idle charm with the straightforward wisdom of an older sister who won't sugarcoat things. Let's get practical. What can we actually learn from Sakura's advice beyond feeling called out? First, Identify what your procrastination might be giving you. Are you avoiding failure by never really trying? Getting attention from complaints? Enjoying the thrill of last-minute pressure? Second, make inaction more painful than action. Set concrete consequences. Tell coworkers your deadlines to create accountability, or schedule something enjoyable you'll miss if work runs late. Third, start small. Sakura didn't expect overnight transformation. She just wanted the worker to recognize their own agency. Even doing dishes instead of lying down, like that commenter did, builds momentum. The key takeaway? Stop waiting for motivation to strike. As Sakura implied, motivation follows action, not the other way around. The aftermath of Sakura's viral moment is just as interesting. Instead of backtracking or apologizing for being harsh, she doubled down in subsequent interviews. When asked about the segment, she explained that real growth requires honest self-reflection, something she's had to practice constantly in her own career. Think about it. Moving from Japan's AKB48 to Korea's SSERAFIM, learning new languages, adapting to different training systems. None of that happened by waiting for inspiration. Her entire career is proof that discipline trumps motivation every time. This perspective clearly resonates. Since the radio episode, Sakura's been flooded with requests for more tough love advice, proving how hungry people are for truth over empty platitudes. What makes this story truly special is how it transcends typical idol content. This wasn't a choreographed variety show moment or scripted interview response. It was raw, authentic interaction showing an idol using their platform for real impact. In an industry often criticized for manufactured personas, Sakura's willingness to be unflinchingly honest while still kind is refreshing. It's no wonder the clip keeps circulating on Korean productivity forums and office worker communities months later. Her words cut through the noise of typical self-help advice with one undeniable truth. If you want different results, you have to make different choices. Period. So the next time you catch yourself saying, "I can't change" about a bad habit, remember Sakura's razor-sharp wisdom. Are you really unable to change? Or is some part of you still getting something from staying the same? That moment of honest self-reflection might be exactly what you need to finally take action. After all, if an idol who trains 12 hours daily, performs on world stages, and learns multiple languages can call out excuses, maybe it's time we all take responsibility for our own productivity. Did Sakura's advice hit home for you? Are you the office worker she described? Or have you found ways to overcome procrastination? Share your stories in the comments and be honest. If this video gave you the push you needed to finally tackle that task you've been avoiding, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that entertains while making you think. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some dishes to do.